You feel?
Comes the train.
Here comes two. Hi, welcome to Cutscene. If you're doing this right, you're about to meet three assholes who really don't think that they're prepared for where this anime is going. I'm Eric.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to Cutscene by I Beat It First. Toot toot.
Yay.
There's your toot train there, Jason. That was I
happy
do
for the
like
tutus.
I do like that you started changing it up at least. I mean, we're doing the Here Comes Two still as well, but I did the Here Comes Two to you. And the toot train was vastly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Jason.
I wasted the good one though on you only. It's
Yes,
like,
you
here
did.
comes the toot train.
Toot toot.
No one else.
appreciate
Everybody stood up and laughed and clapped. It was amazing.
It was. Wait, like, Chris even
Yeah.
stood up, and Chris doesn't stand up. Little do you know, Chris is actually paralyzed from the waist down, and he stood up. That's how
stood
awesome
up.
it was.
Ran downstairs, out the front door, around the block.
Yelling,
Screaming toot train.
toot train coming through!
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry if I offended anybody that is actually paralyzed, because as we all know, Chris has to do squats on a regular basis here, so none of us are anywhere remotely paralyzed. I think I might be the closest with my bum knee, and that's about it.
I think
Yeah.
I think I might be the closest with my mental paralysis.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
true, but that's just like sheer stupidity. He's incapable of saying a smart thing anymore. He's mentally paralyzed into stupidity. That's it.
I has the dum-dums.
Okay, well, welcome in everybody to Kakushigoto episodes 5 through 8. And I swear to fucking God, Jason, if this ends up the way that it is looking like it's gonna, yeah, you keep doing your little head bob there, Bucko. If this ends up that way, I'm gonna fucking murder you. This was supposed to be a lighthearted anime that made us feel better after watching 8686, and this is not where we're going.
So
It's
we're
gotta
going to
be.
86 season 2 after this?
No.
Oh my god. Is
It's
that out
already
yet?
started.
It
It's
should be out
it
yet.
started in October.
Yeah.
We could totally 100%
shit.
watch season 2, everybody. Let's fucking go. No, actually, they've only got one of the dub. Everything else is sub right now, so it would actually be a little bit. That would be a little bit hard to do. Well, not really hard. I mean, we can just watch the
Yeah.
sub.
Which I have no problem with.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
got
and
no problem with
8686 isn't a bad anime by any way. Straight like of
It's
the
just
word,
so
but it's just
sad,
it's depressing. It's just like, jeez.
and it's
I mean,
not
just
sad
because
like
you
Your
can
Lie in
draw a
April
Gut
sad.
punch.
Yeah, it's not like Your Lie in April sad. It's like,
No.
oh fuck, everyone's racist. Oh shit, this is bad. Like, it's just fucking sad to think about,
Yeah.
like how that entire civilization could just be like that. So, yeah, I don't think. Oh wait, it's Chris's
Tyson
turn next, isn't
Going on
it?
your guts. Yep.
No, Chris, you're not allowed to. No.
I got one that I think will be okay.
Yeah, we already said at the end of 8686 that we either were not going to watch it, or it was going to be a long time before we watched season 2, Jason. So don't even shake your fucking head at me, young man.
Hey, I'm not even saying that I want to. I'm just saying that
We're not allowed to tell him that he can't do it. I know. He
Yeah.
gets to choose what he wants to choose. Chris, I swear to fucking God, though, I can't tell you not to do it, but you know what I can do? I can fucking kill you in your sleep.
We were just talking about what we're doing for the first. So.
I know, right?
Yes.
Come over to my
I
place.
think we found out.
Yes.
We're killing Chris.
Bed
Yeah.
set up for you.
Get the bed all set up for you, buddy. Don't mind the razor wire that's hanging over the top of it. It's okay.
In the dungeon.
It's just holding up the bed sheet that's around it. We wanted to give you some privacy. Don't worry. What do you mean? It's weird that it's over your neck. No, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
We just made you're doing some construction, so everything
Yeah.
has to be covered with saran wrap,
Yep.
and just for the dust, for the dust,
For the dust.
For the
for the
dust.
dust.
All
You're
for
gonna
the
sleep on
dust.
it though.
It's totally not
Forever.
for another word that starts with a backwards D.
Wow, that was one hell of a connection.
Yeah. I'm really good at that shit. All right. So, anyways, Kakushigoto, man. Okay, so in case you didn't listen to the last episode and haven't watched any of the anime, in which case, why the fuck are you listening to this? It's a light-hearted anime about a single father who draws ecchi manga raising a little girl. Except every fucking episode digs the knife deeper into your fucking chest about the fact that the mom is dead and that the dad is actually probably dead, and these are all flashbacks of dead daddy doing nice things. And then even worse fucking things about how he feels and everything. God, it's
the best.
It's infuriating. I was supposed to feel good. I was supposed to be able to sit back and laugh and have fun. And instead, I'm sitting there going, why am I about to cry?
First of all, it is good feelings.
It is.
Because it's not until like the end of the episode that you're like, oh damn, here come the realness.
Mm-hmm.
And so
oh shit,
it's really only like the last like 2 minutes when they're like, when they go like to the future or, you know, stop the flashback or whatever it's called. And in which case then fine, you know, it's okay. And then, you know, the jury's still out on exactly why or what's happening here.
Yes.
But the episodes themselves, I am fine with them. I mean, they're slow sometimes. It can be a little bit, but they're entertaining enough that I don't feel annoyed or fall asleep.
Yes. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I love the anime. It's really, really good. I love everything that's going on in it, except for, you know, like the 2 minutes encapsulating like possibly the beginning of the anime and a little bit at the end, to where, you know, I'm just like, fuck.
I'm not looking at my watch and being like,
actually,
hey,
no, wait.
When is this episode over?
No, actually, fuck you, Jason, because there are 2 solid episodes in there where you're really feeling bad for him because of all the shit with the father-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bad stuff that's happening, but the episode you're not feeling like it's just like a slog of feeling like shit. Like, he's obviously going through the process trying to find and get to the bottom of, like, this whole backpack thing and, like, talking to the father-in-law and being like, dude, the fuck? And the father-in-law being like, I don't respect you as a person, so I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Which is bullshit. But that wasn't what the whole episode was about. It's what we found out.
It wasn't. But no, it's the next episode. The next episode where with the piano and everything else and him doing that, and not the part where it's necessarily the piano. It then gets to the dog and the naming.
Oh, yeah.
So they get a dog. They get a golden retriever, and we
finally it's been in the credits.
Yes, it's been in the credits, and we find out like from a painting that they thought was the daughter that was actually the mom, and we find out that no, that like the daughter's just the spitting image of the mother, and which is sad for the dad because that's just sad in general. But then the dog that's in it is a well, the dog that she gets is a descendant of this one. So it's probably like the grandmother dog, maybe. I'm just trying to guess like age and whatnot. Yeah. Like grandmother, maybe great grandmother, who knows? But it's the 4th generation dog.
Yeah, 4th generation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 4th generation dog. And they go to name it. The girl doesn't name it. She gets a misunderstanding from what the person at the registrar's office names it, and she names it shit.
It's 6.
It's Roku. No, it's Roku. That's right, because it's Roku. Because I remember laughing. I'm like, yeah, Roku. So she names it Roku Goto, thinking that's what like the lady said, and then she says to the dad,
"Put your name here."
Yeah, but that's not the sad part. The sad part is that she says it's not who names the dog or who names the animal. It's the name itself. And then we get a flashback that he didn't get to name his own fucking daughter. And the grandfather is the one that named her and held this big procession where everybody's sitting at a table. And he's like, nope, this is her fucking name. Fuck you guys.
Oh,
it was like the most sneaky fucking buildup of just what the fuck that I think we have seen in this entire thing. Like, even more than the first time that we realized that the dad might be dead. Like, this was a long fucking buildup for it, and you're just like, oh, that's weird. Oh yeah, he's overbearing grandfather that doesn't give a fuck. Oh shit.
No, he is pissed, and he doesn't like him, and he's just like, if I could do anything to make it that you don't actually have ownership over my granddaughter, I would do that. Like, it's just like, whoa. So, I mean, it kind of, like, brings in some of the reasonings for his craziness, because if his father-in-law is going to this lengths of hatred for his job, that explains way more why he's just like, oh, I don't want my daughter to know I do this crappy-ass manga.
And the father-in-law is the artist.
Yeah,
the painter.
Oh yes, the painting. Yes,
that's the one thing
like,
we need to make
he's
sure.
The artist
So
of the
like,
manga.
so not only no, he's not the mangaka. The father-in-law is the artist of that painting that they were looking at before, the painting exhibition. Like, there's a part where they're going through and they're doing it, and you're like wondering, he's like, oh, he's got a painting of it, and then they show the painting of that, and then they allude to the signature, but they never actually say the guy's name. But the father-in-law is the guy that painted the painting of the daughter, and that's the painting of the famous artist that he owns. Ipso facto, rich guy is an asshole.
Right. And, you know, the fact that the painting was in the storage old house, and then they brought it into his office, so he had to see that again, like, in his face. Oh man, this guy's got like all the drama in his face, and we're just like laughing along, like cool-hearted. Like, I feel almost like he may a little bit. Where it's just like, this is so nice and fun. Like, who knows? This is whatever. And really, it's just like, actually, this is all bullshit. Like, you would be dying inside if you actually knew what was going on. 100%. That's what it feels like.
No, totally. Like, you would just be like, oh yeah, fuck. Like, if you watched everything that had happened beforehand, so it's like if instead of like doing flashbacks, you watched the beginning of it, and then you just got to that part, you're like, man, this guy just paints a smile on his face all day long. It's so sad. But and he's just, all he's doing is he's doing what he thinks is best for the daughter. He actually is doing his best, and he's doing a very, very good job. Like,
he's doing a kick-ass job.
Yeah, he is an amazing father.
And maintaining his paranoia. Like, he's being a phenomenal father to this daughter, and then also maintaining a batshit crazy paranoia about his entire job. Oh, like, God, he's going above and beyond for being a dad. I mean, fucking first of all, he's raising a girl on his own, but then also he's just like, and I'm gonna have all these insane rules that she wouldn't give a shit about, that I'm just gonna have because I'm so paranoid about her hating me as much as her grandfather does.
Yep. And God, it's, whew, Jeebus, man.
Yeah, it's heavy, man.
It's super like, fucking heavy.
Like,
and I'm the only one here that's a dad. Like, and this girl is the same age as my son right now. She's not quite 10 yet. She's 9.5. It's like, for me though, I hi buddy, daddy works in marketing now. That's pretty much it. It's like, hey. It's like, oh, you don't work for the video game company anymore? I'm like, no, I don't work for the video game company anymore.
The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon.
When you're coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then. Now.
We'll have a good time then. You start busting up.
Oh my God. So yeah, like, and that's only like 1.5 episodes. There's so many other things. You're just like, shit. Like the fact that he's no longer allowed to take cooking lessons at the school because there's too many single dads hitting on the instructors.
Yep. She's just like, we can find out another way to do this.
Yeah.
Not like that.
And then the weird look on the daughter's face when she walks in and sees him cooking with her. I still couldn't quite figure out if she actually came to grips with that or not.
Yeah,
that dad didn't know how to cook and that he was learning things.
Right. I mean, but even still, this wasn't the first time that girl or that woman's been around.
Yeah.
Like, she was there at the sports complex thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like, so it wasn't just like, oh, you're not mom or anything like that. It was just,
she shouldn't be thinking that it's weird. That's
No,
that's
she
the one
shouldn't
thing.
be.
It's like she should like, and it's not so much that it's not weird, and it's not so much that it's normal, but it's just like dad's learning how to cook. And it's not like she stays over for dinner or anything like that.
Right. Or
So-
for breakfast.
Or breakfast.
I
Yeah.
want to.
For breakfast.
Oh man. Shit, Chris.
Oh my
Okay.
God, Chris.
Okay, so yes, the unintentional harem that ensued. And it all ended up like he's like, yeah. Unintentional harem is like, yeah, but everybody dote on my daughter, please. Oh man. Okay. So
Like
the,
new mommies.
the first episode, was that the birthday episode? No. The
Like,
birthday
open on
episode
the
was like
birthday?
the birthday episode was like episode 8 or something like that. Or episode 7. God damn, what was the first episode? Okay, well, I don't care. We can talk about everything else, and who gives a shit about which episode it was in. The kids like working thing that she went to. God, what the hell was that called? Where
It's
she
kid work. Or
But yeah, but
Oh.
it had a name. Like they had an
it-
actual like Japanese
yeah.
name for it. Either way though, so yeah, it's
Kidzania?
basically okay. Yes, it was
Because I kept
something
finding
really
it said
close
it
to
was like
quinceañera. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something really
That's
close
right.
to quinceañera,
That's
and I'm
right.
like, why are they using a Spanish word in an anime and they're not referring to it as a girl's coming of age birthday party? I think it's like quinceañera, and it's probably
quinceañera,
spelled
something like that.
completely different, just pronounced similar to the Spanish quinceañera.
no, they showed a sign of it. It was like literally
Yeah,
kids in
it was like
area or
kids-
something like that.
Oh, maybe.
Kidzania?
I don't know. Either way, though, so it's kids doing like all these cool little things, and during this time, he gets called off for doing like a signing. And he's doing like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of other shit, like taking on all these jobs because the daughter taught him that somebody else, or the daughter taught him the lesson that she learned from her teacher, that someone's got to do the shitty work. So don't pass up on it and make somebody else do the shitty work. You should just do it yourself.
Well, yeah, he was doing the signature,
So,
and that's when he was
this
getting
is a
so
real
down on
place.
himself.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a real place. That's
Kidzania.
what I'm saying.
But is it spelled
Kids
like
a what?
quinceañera?
Kidzania. Kidzania.
Kidzania, that's it.
Yeah, okay. But it's pronounced very similar to quinceañera.
Yeah.
Which is why we were like, what? But yeah, so he had started getting down on himself, and then that's when he got like super happy about everything, and he was like, yeah, no, it's like, I got to do this job. He got really down on himself then as he started getting closer and closer to the signing, because he's like, nobody wants to show up to see me. I'm a horrible person. I'm shit. They're going to have to pay people to do it. Or to come here and play and like set up for the signing, yada yada yada. And realistically, like people signed up for a lottery and won 100 passes
Yeah,
to get
you had
in
to
sign
win
stuff.
a pass.
So there's so many things. One of the great things about it was the guy that shows up with his son for the manga, and he's like,
Yeah.
you realize that this is like some risky stuff? He's like, oh yeah, we love it, right, buddy? And I'm just sitting there like, fuck, I feel attacked. as I watch One Piece, and that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and Dragon Ball and all sorts of stuff with my 9-year-old. Way younger than that kid as well. So like we started watching anime a while ago. So this is not like a brand new thing like we just started when he was 9. I've been watching anime that's probably a little questionable for him to watch, but that's fine. He watched all of Bofuri.
Furry wasn't bad.
Oh, Bofuri was great.
No.
But he can say that he watched all of Bofuri and then laughed his butt off at the giant monsters that she made. Which, I mean, let's be honest. We all laughed our butts off at the giant monsters that she made.
That was just insane.
Yeah. Jesus, what is she gonna do now? How's she gonna jump the shark?
Yep. Oh, look at that. there's a shark, and it's a big shark. Oh, look, not only is it a big shark, it's 7 big sharks.
Yes, there's multiple,
And she's jumping all of them.
and she just destroyed the game.
It's so great. Anyways, so he's all down on himself. The daughter's like over there, she's firefighter, working fast food. God, what else did she do?
Wouldn't she
She's
airline
a teacher,
something?
yeah, like a flight attendant. Like there was so many, like
chef.
they were doing like all these cool jobs and everything like that. Yeah, he shows
Dude,
up
I'm
for
looking at the
lunch.
real Kidzania. Kidzania.
Yeah.
Kidzania. I'm looking at the real one. They have like a podcast studio, weather, Spotify.
Jeez.
Dude, this place is legit. No wonder why it was a big ass deal. They have
Oh, they've got one in
shipping.
Frisco, Texas.
Yes,
They're all
it's in
over the
Texas.
place. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's like a whole
literally
little mini city.
Yeah.
Little mini city that you have like jobs to go do. Like,
holy
as in, like, a
shit. Yeah,
theme
they've
park.
got a fucking okay.
a
This
dentist.
is cool.
MRI machines. Holy fuck!
If you look at the Japanese one, they literally have an entire fucking like airline there with a fucking airplane in there. Like this is nuts. And then yeah,
I
there's
think
a
it's
tiny little city
Kidzania.
with a rock wall. Wow. Why was this not a thing when I was a kid?
Right?
Holy
We had Discovery Zone, is why we had Discovery Zone, Eric, where you could.
Dude, this is
crawl
so much cooler
around.
than Discovery Zone.
You could crawl around in piss-covered balls because that was just getting you ready for our life, Eric.
Oh,
This is us getting our kids ready for their life, which would be actual jobs.
yeah.
Our parents are just like, no, go play in shit-covered balls because that's going to be your life.
Oh man, the worst though is so not only do they have to work the airline desk, they also have to simulate standing in line to get your plane ticket.
Phenomenal.
This is like it's half holy shit, this is amazing, and half wow, this is extremely soul crushing. There's an
Auto
there's an
mechanic.
auto repair facility.
Yeah,
Man,
this is insane.
The firefighting thing's really cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like we shouldn't be talking about this, folks, but this is literally like an entire episode was this fucking place,
Yeah.
and this is awesome. This is so cool. Man, I wish I got to do this.
Can we do this?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to do this.
Or-
Yeah, I
or
want to know if
adult
I'm doing the right career.
where
Oh, I
is
know,
the
and that's
adult
another
version
key
of it that they hinted at in the anime?
Where's adult Xania?
Yeah. This is freaking cool. Now I
I think
really want to
adult
look
Xania
at
is called the welfare office.
Oh
interesting?
man. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, this is really dope though. This place is cool as hell. Like
How much
I-
is
I
this?
would
Hold on,
mind.
dude, for like adults, it's $15. Oh, for children, it's $43. That makes sense because the kids are the ones doing stuff.
yes. And yes, the cost of admission probably did cost more than the money that she made. Which wasn't even real money. It was like store credit to buy
It was
in
like
the
tickets.
shop.
Yeah.
But wow. This is really cool. Kidzania is a city founded by the children of the world where they can be leaders and learn about society while having fun. Kids get to roleplay as adults at more than 90 jobs and activities using real-world tools and equipment, complete with shops, vehicles, and a functional society. Kidzania is a 2/3 scale city just for kids. Wow. Yeah, choose an activity such as TV station, airplane, bank, or any over 60 pavilions. Put on a uniform.
An
get to work.
investigation.
This is so
Go,
sweet.
go have your children interact with the Dexter while you analyze blood splatter. Amazing.
Let's be honest. Conan, kid detective, greatest boy detective
Yeah,
in the
that's
world.
true.
I mean,
That's
come
true,
on,
that's
man.
true.
You can't do that. Yeah. Oh wow, they have first and second shift for when you do it. So 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So they actually have it listed as first and
Wow.
second shift. That's awesome. Suggested duration more than 3 hours. But yeah, so like so he's supposed to be doing the signing, and he's got his underlings there watching, and the glasses guy is the best because he just like he fumbles. He's like, I don't know what to say. Like you can't just say I'm a friend of the dad. I'm here to help. Instead, he starts to say, I'm here to watch that little girl. He's like, wait, that sounds weird. So then he comes up with like
that
this
was funny.
elaborate backstory about the mom. And the mom's an international flight attendant and all sorts of shit. And he had like measurements for her and everything that he wrote down. So then when they switch over to the girl, she's just like, I don't know what to do.
No one's gonna believe this.
Yeah. Okay, this Kidzania place is pretty freaking dope, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I gotta stop. I gotta close this window because I'm just like
Just like
watching this
continually
the whole-
looking at this. I'm like, do.
Right.
Yeah, fuck our podcast. This is like amazing. Let's just talk about that.
We're just gonna talk about Kidzania
Let's
now,
go
everybody.
here and use the podcast studio at
Dude,
Kidzania.
there's a podcast, dude. We could actually probably make some money off this thing now.
Wait. Do we have to go to the Frisco, Texas one?
Oh, never mind. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go to
Japan.
Frisco.
We're going to Japan, guys. This is how we do
I don't
it.
know if they have a recording studio there. They do have a theater. So, if we can stop all the fucking salty language, we might be able to record this fucking podcast in a bunch of fucking
No, kids. This is the real fucking world.
So what
Don't
did
give
you
a shit
learn
about
today?
your rules.
I learned English. Oh, okay. What did you learn? Fuck you, you stupid fucker.
And then smack him in the face.
I learned that you're a cunt.
Good. Here's
Yeah.
your $5 in ticket, or here's your 500 yen in ticket vouchers. You've passed the course.
Now say it with
How to
me.
be an American.
So say it with me,
How to
kids.
be an American.
Cunt.
Ah! Oh my god. We're horrible people. We are
I mean-
horrible
Now,
people.
sing the song, kids.
Oh god. Now, to be fair, the British use that term a hell of a lot more than we do, and so do the
Yeah,
Australians.
so do the Australians.
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Australians go to fucking Japan all the time, so I'm pretty certain that a lot of Japanese people and kids have heard the word cunt used many more times than what we have ever said it.
They're probably fine with it. Probably like whatever.
They're fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it. We're cool with it. It's fine. We're going to hell. Anyways. Okay. So they do that, and he's doing his autograph signing, and no matter what, they can't convince him that people are actually there to see him until he gets to the
Well,
kid and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
it doesn't help that the first two people in line are the teacher who has a crush on him,
yes,
and
and a friend of the
then a
blonde
friend.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the girl that does the ink the ink lines, and then the next is the temp workers and the what was it was a part-time and temp worker, and
Yeah.
he like calls him out and they're like, yeah,
temp
no,
worker.
it's just really hard to find work these days. And he's like, I knew it.
How much are they paying you? Well, I'm from the country, so only like 600 yen.
Yeah,
Pay them more.
they're talking about their
What?
real
Knew it.
jobs.
Yeah.
So then, so he goes back and he finishes everything, and then I don't remember what it was that knocked the wall down. But when the wall falls down and the daughter's just standing there looking at him, and that fucking quick on her feet teacher, man, she like jumps in immediately. Is like, boom, like, oh, where are you hogging the station? It's my turn now. And then she talks
This
to
is
her.
the adult version.
Yeah, she talks to her as if she's at the adult one. Doesn't even recognize that it was the dad because the dad's not in the business suit
Well,
that she saw him in
Yeah,
earlier.
he's all disheveled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wearing his glasses. He's wearing his scrubby clothes and everything like that. So then he feels bad. So then he's like, oh, good. She didn't recognize me. She didn't recognize me because I look like a dirty manga artist. It's like the roller coaster of emotions that he feels every fucking episode is both sad and hilarious all at the same time.
Exactly. Exactly. And like I said, doing 10 times more work than anybody else to maintain this. Insane.
Okay, so let's do a quick synopsis of why we think that he's dead first before we go into some more of these. So The mom left her a bunch of boxes with stuff in it, and it was all stuff that was like segmented out for age, and it was like clothes and things that she might need when she's that age. And some of them are out of date because she bought them, 10, 12 years in advance or so. So like clothing isn't like the right coloring and whatnot, but she still loves it and it's fine. And then she finds boxes later on that are for older ages, and she realizes from looking at something that her dad wrote and then looking at the number 17 from that to the number 17 that's on the box, and realizes that it's dad's handwriting on those boxes. So now we know that dad made boxes for her, and she cracks open the 17 box, which I'm assuming that's because she's 17 right now. They haven't quite said how old she is in that time.
Yeah, I thought it was on her 16th or 18th birthday or something.
It's something like that, or maybe
She got the key.
Maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was her 8. Yeah, I
So,
thought it was her
18.
18th
So she opened up her
birthday.
17, and she hadn't gotten the key yet before, and she opens the 17 up, and inside is hilariously hearkening back to the episode where he's going to where he has to judge all of the manga, and they send him like literally one manga in a giant ass box in an envelope. And so she opens it up, and it's literally just a manga in there that he drew of mundane, boring life, which is exactly the other painting that he didn't realize that he owned from the father-in-law as well, of just mundane, boring life. And then, God, and then she's reading it and starts crying.
Yep, because it's their life.
And then all of his working buddies are there, and they're like, "Oh, we should give her time. We don't want to interrupt and all that stuff like that." And talking about him in the past tense, and I don't know. I think that they're making it all dramatic. That he actually just like ran off, or he went to go confront Grandpa.
That's worse.
Well,
if he ran off.
Not forever. Like, hey, I just left like a week ago. Here's the key to my storage thing. Watch my shit. I'm gonna go take out the evil man of Grandpa because he crossed the line. Who knows?
No, I don't think that that's the case. But then at the same point, it's like one of the blonde, the inker, is the one that gave her the key.
She said that she didn't give her the key.
No, the inker's the one that gave it.
The one the first four. No,
yeah, because she got it.
Didn't.
She got it from
that.
one of them.
But not her.
I thought it was
told
the
the guy that she didn't. That she wouldn't have done.
I thought you said she did. Oh God, I'm not.
I thought she said
remembering
she
either.
did.
I
thought she said she gave her the key because it was time. But that
I
was
thought
like
she got it because
was
she
in the
just
first
turned
batch.
her birthday.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah,
time.
that was in the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the first batch of
the first
episodes.
batch.
So God, that was over a month ago because we had to skip
Yeah.
another recording of this anime. So
Holidays, man, it's hard.
Yeah. Just stuff and things and coordinating 3 podcasts and doing all sorts of stuff is hard. And especially considering one
3
of them
podcasts
is
and
a
3
news.
assholes.
Yeah. Well, especially because one of them is news based. So it's very much like, no, this has to be like done. The other one is very much at the whim of game developers and their schedules. So
it's even
thank you
harder
for
to
listening,
schedule.
everybody, to our redheaded stepchild that is cutscene. But we still love it. It's like it's probably the one that we have the most fun talking about. Usually, Chris, we usually have the most fun talking about anime in this.
I don't know, Eric. You've had some pretty unfortunate choices as well.
Yeah, but those are still fun to talk about. At least mine didn't have genocide and the Nazis winning basically and racism, like rampant racism, and
Which is worse slightly than diddling little girls. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
that one was pretty bad.
You're getting real close to a line. That
That
really
one
carries
was
the line.
pretty bad, and that was very uncomfortable to talk about. Nowhere in anything that I read about that anime did anybody say anything about episode 5. Just throwing that out there.
We shall not name it.
We're all watching. What the fuck? Oh
Okay.
man, but I've had some good ones, and this is a good one. It's just sad.
Maybe it's sad.
Yeah, but okay, you know what? Maybe it's sad, but it's
hitting it
also
really hard.
giving you like if it's not, then one I applaud them because like doing that and then just being like, "Ah, fuck you, we fooled you assholes," is funny as hell. But on the other hand, I'm watching 12 episodes of an anime that every one of them I'm like, "Yeah, this is that's right. He might be dead." Yeah, this is also fuck.
He's dead.
And then one of them's an entire episode of fuck, the father-in-law's a dick. So, I mean,
because over 2 episodes, the father-in-law, because there's a backpack situation, which I think they did a great job of.
and
how
the
they handled
piano.
that. And then the piano was a separate one, different episode.
No, that was
right?
that was part 2 of the backpack one.
That's right. That's right.
Because
I
the
forgot
dog
that there's 2
one
parts.
was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
full thing of like getting
yeah.
the dog, getting the place of like getting the place in the family with the dog, and then at the very end is when they do the naming thing. So they go through the entire episode without naming this dog, and then they name it, and that's when you find out like, oh, wow, it's worse than we thought it was. Because you just think that the father-in-law's a dick. You're like, and you know, he could be grief-stricken, doesn't approve of the dad, but really still wants to have like some semblance in
Yeah, the
daughter's-
backpack was
or in
like
the
simple, and it was
granddaughter's
just like,
life.
hey, I'm still here to take care, even though I'm not going to be part of the kid's life. Because obviously he was very hidden about it, and he would only drive up and didn't want to converse with both of them. Like, and it was a mysterious stranger. Like Hina doesn't even know that it's from your grandpa. It's
No,
just
he
some
knows.
mysterious guy.
No, he knows.
she
he knows.
doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, he does though.
Yeah, she doesn't.
He knows, and he actually says that it's. He tells everybody, including her, that it's a charity organization
Right.
that gives backpacks to orphans, and she keeps getting it because of a clerical error,
Right.
because they think she's an orphan and not just like missing the mother. Which I mean, let's be honest. In a lot of cases, if you're left with just your dad, that's probably the case. Because some of the dads are dicks.
I don't think I remember to buy my kid a new backpack every year. Like, every year? Bitch, this JanSport still works. I used it.
They don't. Actually, the JanSports are okay. But so man, backpacks suck now. You know what backpack?
sure.
You know what backpack has lasted the longest for Ronan? The fucking Pokemon backpack that I got him at a con. Like I was like, you know what? This fucking zipper is strong. Like I looked at it. It's like this big, thick, durable zipper. I'm like, I bet you this thing's gonna last. And it lasted him like 2 years. It's still good, except for the fact that Shannon really wanted to get him a new backpack. I'm like, okay, we'll get him a new backpack this year, sure. But he's got a nice like Nike one, because then that's another one that got big thick zippers that you're like, yeah. But all these regular backpacks, man, fuck, he'd break a zipper off in like a month, where like it just wouldn't work anymore. It's completely undone and everything. We're like, all right, guess we gotta buy a new backpack. And I thought maybe my kid's just an asshole and like is too fucking rough on his backpack. And then I talked to all these other parents. They're like, man, I go through like 4 backpacks a year. And I'm like, okay, good. It's not just
God.
him. It's the quality of materials now. They don't make them like they used to, folks. Well, they do.
Officially old.
But they charge you a shit ton
Officially.
more than they used to now.
Officially old. It ain't good like the good old days. I can get 3 backpacks for a nickel. And they last me for 50 years.
And that's the thing that I laugh about is it's like they talk about like TVs. Like, let's go back to TVs because they're like, man, you used to be able to have a TV for like 20 years and you wouldn't have a single problem with it. It'd be perfectly fine. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You paid also like a shit ton of money for it back then. And if you pay a shit ton of money for a TV now, it's going to last you a long ass time. But if you buy bargain basement like television now, you're going to get bargain basement longevity on it. Because we've got a Sony
Well, plus-
Bravia that we've had for 12 years now. I think, God, is it really? Yeah, it's been like 12 years. Still works perfectly fine. It's a LCD flat screen, so had it for a really fucking long time. Still works with everything that we need it to. But anywho, spend money where you need to, people. Don't bitch about how things don't last anymore. Unlike, actually, very much like the dad. He doesn't last that long, but it's sad.
Ew.
Okay, so we talked about
Grandpa kills him.
Whole 10
Grandpa
years.
kills him.
The 10,
It could
10
be.
commandments.
Dude, they have
Oh,
a
the 10
full-on
Commandments,
brawl in the
Jesus.
street, and they kill each other, and that's why she's sad about it.
Do
Like
they
he goes
reenact,
straight up like Super Saiyan
the rah rah rah.
in the street.
The
Yeah,
grandpa,
yeah,
the
yeah,
grandpa's actually the
Like
bartender
grabbing
guy.
street signs out of the
Yeah,
yep.
grandpa's actually the bartender guy with the glasses, and he just beats the shit out. Like grandpa has zero like control over his muscles. Like he's always running at like 150% strength, no matter what. Yeah,
Definitely where this anime is going.
yep, that's exactly where it's going. Get ready
Yep.
for it, folks.
It's gonna take a left turn. And I'll work.
At least it's not summoning a shit ton of demons during an eclipse and then raping one of the main characters insane. So, there could be that.
I was gonna go with the more recent anime that we watched, where they just enter a crystal realm and decide to have a battle royale for the rest of the anime. But
I mean-
yes, we can talk about that instead.
Let's talk about Berserk, shall we?
We can always talk about Berserk.
Yes.
I think there's more to talk about in Berserk in one
There's-
episode than what we
Oh
probably
my
cover
god, there's
in, like,
so
all-
much to talk about Berserk. We watched it. I rewatched it recently, the movies, and as
okay.
I'm like as I finished watching the third movie, I'm like, man, no matter what, every fucking time, I've never had an anime that summons actual visceral rage in my gut the way that the eclipse, the entire play out of the eclipse, like does it. Like you just feel anger the entire fucking time. Not even disgust. There's so much anger that it just pushes all the disgust away about what happens in there. You just feel so much fucking hatred for this character, for Griffith, that you're just like,
the scene that pops in my mind all the time, and I think this is only from the original anime. I don't remember if it was in the movie, but there's a scene where Griffith is standing in a window and he looks down at Guts with like such contempt. And it's like Guts like finally said something to him like, hey, whatever. And Griffith's just like, good, go fucking die. I don't give a shit. And then turns around and walks away. And I always remember that scene because it's just like such the look of disdain and like, I don't give a fuck about you, even though we're supposedly good friends. Like, I was just like, okay, that was my turning point. I was just like, yeah, all right, yeah, fuck this guy. And then the eclipse happened. I was like, holy shit, yeah, fuck this guy.
yeah. So that happens.
Holy fuck this guy.
That happens after Guts hears the like, no friend of mine no friend of mine can live only for my dream. To be a friend of mine, you have to live for your own dream, even if it goes against me. Like that whole thing. So that happens, and that scene does not happen in the movies, but that's where that happens. It happens in between that and then the downfall of Griffith when he gets his ass handed to him by Guts and realizes that, oh, he actually is stronger than me, and I am nothing without him. And then later on, he blames him for everything for it, and he's a fucking asshole, and fuck Griffith because he's a fucking douchebag. Fucking...
Yep.
So the best part is I was watching this with Dreams, and then so the eclipse finally went through, and I'm like, okay, so now you see why I'm really pissed off that we're very lightheartedly talking about how an eclipse might happen during my D&D campaign, and that the paladin has a flaming skull tattoo that magically appeared on his neck, and I'm like, no, this is not happening in my campaign. I will fucking murder every one of you if this happens. And then finally it's just like, oh, yeah, that's bad. It's real fucking bad, people. It's real bad.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay.
Berserk,
everybody. If you haven't watched it, watch it because it's really fucking good. And then read the
watch
manga.
both.
Yeah.
The movies and the original anime. Obviously, the manga is just out of this world. But if you can at
The
least watch
new
both,
anime
they're
is good
fantastic.
if you can get past the
animation?
RWBY, like the Ruby
Yeah.
animation. And
That's
if,
why I
if you
stopped.
can, it's good to watch. But the manga is fucking phenomenal. It's so good. And yeah, it's so fucking good. And it's still going, thankfully, even though the mangaka is dead. Because apparently he wrote out like an outline of how everything's supposed to go out and has enough information out there for his his underlings that were helping him with everything to continue on with it, which is good because then they also can keep the same art style and everything like that too. Anyways, okay, so we talked about the father-in-law. We talked about Kidzania, not Kidzania. We talked about the dog. There's something we're missing.
The birthday.
The birthday. That's right. Well, we kind of talked about the birthday because that's where he learned how to cook the fried chicken. He goes for that, and yeah, she then it comes out that like the whole reason that she's never wanted a birthday party is one, like two reasons. One, she didn't want to make him do all that extra work for it, and two, she doesn't want the birthday parties to no longer be just the two of them, which is kind of endearing.
Aw, so sweet.
And especially then he says the nice thing of like, well, who says we're not still going to have two birthday parties, because we're going to have one for everybody where we get to celebrate, and then the other one's going to be just you and I. And
no, I'm dead here.
And the dog. Now. Yeah, the three of us.
Oh yeah, the three of us.
And the dog Roku.
Puppies.
So yes, it's very heartwarming. Like literally, dad of the year. No matter what you say, like the lying and whatnot, like 100% dad of the year. It's awesome. He is amazing. The father-in-law, on the other hand, raging douchebag.
A talented artist.
Oh yeah, we had the whole episode where they all drew the manga in bathrobes in the hotel.
Oh, that's right. Where they have the crunch.
Yeah, the
crunch time.
And the funniest thing is he's like, I've always wanted to be locked in a hotel room. And then the other guy's like, I've always wanted to just lock him away somewhere. I'm so excited for this to happen right now. And they're both saying it at the same time in their heads. And then I love that he's like
there in the bathroom. It's like, what?
Yeah, he's just sitting there in the room, and he's like, what am I gonna do? I'm so concerned about my daughter, and where's all the other people? I need other people. He's like trying to call the girl, and she's not answering, and he doesn't even realize that the fucking shower's running. Oh man. So she gets out of the shower, and she's wearing a bathrobe, and then he wears a bathrobe. And then Glasses guy comes in, the eraser, and he's like, and he starts wearing a bathrobe.
Like, I'm not gonna be the only one wearing clothes.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
Well, then the other guy shows up. He's like, "Why didn't you even tell me we have a bathrobe party? I love those."
Yeah, what the hell's a bathrobe party?
Is that what we're doing on the first?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do for my birthday. It's a bathrobe
party. I got a black and gray one. Everyone's got a bathrobe, right? We're all just gonna hang out in our bathrobes. I think we might have to buy a new one for Ronan. His might be a little too small for him.
Mine's Boba Fett.
Nice.
Boba Fett. Okay, so the bathrobe party, and then the CEO. I love that.
Oh yeah,
the CEO
as a pervert.
Yeah, and I still don't understand why he's watching from a distance instead of just going in.
And why did he follow the housekeeper?
Well, he's in love with the housekeeper.
Well, yeah.
The Filipino housekeeper. Yeah, I think she was Filipino. Something like that. It's like something like that. Yeah, so he was watching the housekeeper because he's in love with her. But yeah, and then the high school girl shows up, and he's just sitting out there. And then the teacher like catches him again. He's like, "I already explained this to you. I'm just watching out for the daughter." And then she makes it, and the what was it? The housekeeper says, "Creepy stranger." The girl says, "My danger, stalker," and then the little girl says something like "stranger danger," something like that. I forget.
Or
exactly.
CEO.
Yeah, CEO. Yeah, she calls him the CEO. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of really, really funny moments in this thing, and it's great. It's really good, and a lot of like touching things, like when he went around and was like buying all the stuff in the last batch of episodes at the festival, trying to keep his daughter from seeing everything, and ended up putting himself in a vicious cycle, and then the whole cocaine debacle thing. But yeah, it's a lot of really good things. I'm really liking it. I really don't like where it's going. I mean, I
know.
I like it storytelling wise. Like no matter which way they do it, if they end up like pulling the wool over our eyes, that's great. And from a straight up storytelling setup and from a quality of anime, it's really good. It's not what I wanted right now, but it's really good.
All I knew was lighthearted. I had no idea about anything else. And agreed. I'm enjoying it so far. It's not, the pacing's fine. I'm enjoying the storyline, everything about it. The comedy's there without being too cheesy. And yeah, I'm interested to see where they're going next. So I'm enjoying it still.
Chris?
Yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah. So, yeah.
As gross as Chris is, he was just like, yeah.
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 Well,
all right. Well, Jason,
why say the word when few word do trick?
What they said.
Nope. Yeah.
Nope. I feel the same.
We need to get you, Chris. We need to get you like an electric guitar, so you can like seriously just sit there and be like, yeah. just like randomly.
It's like this big. It's just the little one.
Heck yes.
Oh yeah, we'll just get you like one of those little like toy ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
just a
even
small
better.
toy.
You have to like crank it or something.
Oh, the
like
wind up
that.
ones? Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that. All right, Jason. Blog roll us out.
Hey you, yes you, if you're watching this or listening to us, guess what, we love you and we appreciate you doing that, in spending your time with us for some reason, which we do still very much appreciate. We are listening to Cutscene, which is by I Beat It First, and if you don't know who we are I Beat It First. You can check us out by going to ibeatitfirst.com. That's our website where we do stuff. You can also check out our podcast at ibiff.co or clicking on the podcast link. You can check out one of our awesome other websites that we have, like isuckatgaming.com and
lonelyhouseplants.com.
Yes, we have that as well. Working on getting some NFT domains working for us as well too, but that's going to be a whole other thing. But anyway, thank you again for listening to us. If you like this podcast, which is our anime podcast of Cutscene, please check out some of our other podcasts where we do have our official main podcast, which is just the I Beat It First podcast, where we talk about news and video games and all that stuff that we're doing and playing. We also have Patch Notes, which is our one where we talk to other game developers and about what they're doing, mostly about anything but their game, which is fantastic, and also to find out what they're working on, which is a lot of fun. You can also, of course, email us anything at Chris, Jason, Eric at ibeatitfirst.com. This anime sucks at ibeatitfirst.com. Whatever you want at ibeatitfirst.com, we will get it. Tell us what you think about this anime, what you think about past animes that we've watched, what animes we should watch in the future, whatever. We would love to hear from you. Would love to see what you have to say. We have some stuff that we would love to give away too. We can maybe try to work something out with that. So please, by all means, hit us up wherever you possibly can. Also, if you're watching us right now on Twitch, congratulations, you found us. We do live stream this podcast on Twitch. You can find us at twitch.tv/ibeatitfirst, where we do typically try to do our podcast, all of our podcasts, on Mondays. So you can try to catch us anytime on Monday, whenever you possibly can. And then also, of course, we do regular streaming as well. We do have a schedule up. It's mostly everyone but me, which is fantastic because I'm horrible. And then I can just focus on, being a nerd and a loner. It's fantastic for me. But yeah, Eric and Chris do a lot of streaming as well. And then I'll jump in there every once in a while to act like an idiot. I don't know. I think you can find us on all social media, of course. Anything you can think of at I Beat It First, beat first, beat it all first.
I be a tit first.
I be a tit first.
Yes.
Is my motto.
Texas
That's our official motto, is you be a tit first and then you worry about beating the game. It's just like, what would an absolute tit of a person do first? And that is teaching little kids how to say cunt, and then you go play some video games. So we're upholding our mottos and our ideals so far fantastically, guys. Good job. Good job.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us, especially everybody on Twitch. Please stick around for just a minute after we finish recording this so that we can raid out and do the exercises that you guys like to make us do. Or I guess make me do, because
Just you. Yeah,
there's
just you.
there's this running thing now of like the only people that do it are the people that want to make just me do exercises until we get to the very end, and then somebody finally is like, okay, we'll make Jason and Chris do some exercises as well. But thank
I
you,
enjoy
everybody.
getting fatter.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. But without further ado,
Bye-bye.
There goes Tutu.
Choo-choo!
Choo-choo.
Oh my god.
Bye. Bye-bye.
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 All right. Okay. All right. So I guess I just have squats. So I will do.
Yeah.
I will do my 10 squats with my bum knee, because my knee likes to be an asshole to me. But I'm gonna do 10 squats anyways.
Recording stopped.
It's because you're old, man. And yeah, we do have a Tumblr. We don't have a TikTok. I don't believe. I don't think anyone wants to download a TikTok.
7,
We're too old for the TikToks.
9, 10. I have
Too
only
old for
done
the
one
TikToks.
video that could be put on
You-
TikTok, and that is the video with Ronan, which is solid golden on our Instagram account. But the one of Ronan editing the podcast is really fucking good.
You guys say a lot of adult words.
You guys say a lot of grown-up words. We sure do, buddy. We sure do.
We sure do. We
All right.
are absolutely horrible.
We'll raid out to Spooky, because Spooky is, I think she's still on leave right now, so she's streaming an ass load.
Yeah.
And I will be doing a one-shot with Spooky sometime on Thursday. She's doing a 12-hour charity stream. So I will be on there, and I'll probably be streaming that as well. But we're gonna go right into Spooky Wagons _ now. For those of you who don't know, she changed her name. It's no longer Spooky _ Wagons. It's Spooky Wagons _
Okay, I was wondering why. I'm like, why don't I see her on my friends list?
Yeah, her name's like slightly different now on there, so it shows a little bit different. But she changed it a little bit ago. All right, but thanks everybody. Bye bye.
Good luck finding your dad.